Welcome back. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. How are you? We'll make sure that everybody knows uh, we're on. How is everybody? I want to make sure you can hear me and all that stuff. We're doing things a little bit different for this special edition, RC Pilots Lounge. By the way, I've never counted these Thursday shows in my numbers. So, in all actuality, we've done more than 100 shows here. Um, but that's okay. I'm only counting Saturdays. This Saturday will be show number 100. Um, so you guys can hear me good and all that stuff. Hey, GW Roland, what's going on? We met in at Jet Jam. Good to see you. Craig Beaven, William Mergita, Chuck GRC, Dana's RC, Farmer Man in the house, Dennis Farley, Michael Cuthbert. Greetings from New Zealand. Shalosky, what's going on? Spencer Keith, Pay It Forward. Hal Rufner, awesome. Air Marshal, guys, we're filling in. We got a special show. So you guys who've been Air Hammer, what's up? Good to see you. Hanger 51. Hey, Kenny, we're aiming on an hour. It might run over a little bit. Hopefully not, but stay with us. Let us know how you're doing. Listen, I'm actually one of those guys that respects my elders. All right. So look at where I'm talking about an hour. We got Wesley on the show, Lori producing. So it's a little bit different. We're obviously going to talk about the new release from Horizon, which was a good time. I got to tell you something, you guys. This thing is awesome. We did videos on it, released them today. So you got a 3 and 4S flight shakedown put together, and then you've got the assembly if you want to see that. Last night, I was flying this and filming it. So I never turn them around that fast usually, but I just did not have the time on this one because we've been out of town the last couple weekends and all that good stuff. So me and Bobby were flying last night on a school night, and then I edited all night to get that video ready for you guys today. So do me a favor and check that out when you get a chance. I also want to say it now before I forget. Hello to everybody. Thank you so much. All you guys have been amazing. We've got a ton of members to the channel. You guys always have been just amazing with the super chats. And I know a lot of you actually do go the distance to click through pilotryanmedia.com or the links in the description. And I want to thank you so much for that. But I do want to direct you to the description box in this video. I've got Mary Boozer's YouTube channel link there, his Instagram, my Instagram, and my website. So when we're talking about products tonight, all you have to do is go to pilotryanmedia.com and click the e-flite branded logo. It's that simple. That's why I created that website, so you guys can do it. We're all out here hustling for the click, I'm telling you. But burning a candle at both ends and the midnight oil. I mean, like it's smoky around here. So the build video, Charles Restivo, it's on the channel. Okay, it's going to be called an assembly, and it's the Ultimate 3D. It should be public as well, so it should be in the Pilot Ryan videos playlist. It should be easy to find. So yeah, check that out. Jermaine Spencer, Randy, Kevin Trappin, Ute. Yeah, that airplane is fun, and I want to call myself out a little bit. Patriot JJ, what's going on? Are you? Hey, yeah, man, this kid was awesome. We met him at Neffy. He was flying with his dad. He's been at Neffy so many times. I recognized his dad, and the kid was sticking it. They built flight test planes. They kind of started in flight test planes and some other things. And they were flying the Crop Duster, you know, the Dusty from Dynam, and then the e-flite Corsair. And this kid really had it dialed in. He was sticking it on the mains every time. I saw he was having a little bit of trouble on the Corsair. He just wouldn't commit. The ground loop started to get him, and he started to wig out. And it was right at the point where you have to commit. So I went and talked to him a little bit. Young man, I think maybe 10 years old. Spent a little time with him. Got that Corsair up, talked about it, and he was good as gold after that. So good to see you here. Nice guy, dad and his son out there getting it done. And it was a pleasure to meet you. Dana's RC, what is up? So, yeah, so this, guys, I'm just jacked to be here. Thursday nights are always kind of like, see, Saturday I know is coming. Thursdays are almost like a surprise, but not really for me. They're special. And then we got, Boozer and, Wesley and Lori doing this today. We're going to bring Wesley in a little bit later, and he's going to unbox his 3D plane that he got. Congratulations to Wesley for getting hooked up with Horizon as well. And, you're going to start seeing some more, probably Horizon hobby content from him. And we usually do good things when we come and put our heads together. And I am not the one to produce. So it worked out really good. Wild Bill, John Noontz, Patriot JJ. Yeah, man. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. So any questions about the ultimate biplane? I do want to tell you this, and I said it in the video. Yeah, Randy, I know, but I got 4 minutes out of it. I'm embarrassed to say I did not know what the steel spar was for. I assumed it was for 3D flying. I was like, why wouldn't it be strong enough to do? I'm just foolish in that regard. I didn't read the book, I think, on the night timber or something. But it made perfect sense once I saw it in the book, and then I made it happen. So I flew the first flight on the Ultimate with the composite spar on 3S, and it was dynamite. And in the middle of the video, I put the steel spar in and flew on 4S, and it was awesome. I wished I had done that on the Night Timber X, because I actually really enjoyed the Night Timber X till I put it on 4S, and then I was like, man, this is a dog, so nose heavy. It's like, what an idiot. I just didn't put the stupid spar in the back. Now, you guys who were talking about 3 to 4 minutes, I definitely feel your pain, but here's why. That motor has got the gumption to get it done. So since that motor's got the power, it's gonna drain your power. It's gonna drain it, right? So it's a 60 amp ESC, so that's like a serious motor and a serious prop. So that's why consumption is what it is. Thank you, Robert Ortlip, Miller RC, Flying Weight. I'm not sure, but tech spec information can easily be had through the Pilot Ryan Media link in the description. Click e-flite or Horizon Hobby, and you can go right there to the website and check it out. Or you can check out my flying video and assembly that I released today, and the link to that specific product is in the description box. Yeah, George Watts, good to see you. Yeah, that's right, Miller RC. You do sacrifice a little bit. So let's bring on Wesley. Let him say hi. It's 11. I think it's 11.6 by 6, Jermaine. Wesley in the house. What's going on?
Not much, man. Happy to be here. Sorry about that, everybody. Lori forgot to unmute me for a second there, but I am happy to be here, hanging out on the Pilot Lounge Thursday night special edition. As always, man, always happy to come hang out with you.
Well, thanks for coming, and thanks for reaching out today. I mean, it's cool. Yeah, man, good times, Wesley. So you've got the extra 300. Mm-hmm. I do want to say this. I can't wait to get the Ultimate biplane out again and let Bobby play with that prop reversing. I want to see what happens in the air with that prop reversing. Now, I think yours has a wood prop, but yours is like got a second life. It used to be the FMS extra 300, but they've done some upgrades, I think some updates, and you got the wood prop and things like that.
It's kind of like the Ultimate. The Ultimate was around for a while, and it was an awesome plane. And now with the faster servos and the bigger motor, that plane has got to be fantastic. And I plan on finding out soon, because I picked mine up this morning from Pilot Ryan Media.
You're the man. Somebody gets it. Hey, what was I going to say? So back in the day when I was working with my other guys I used to work for, we were at that time still selling e-flite stuff, and I did the first ultimate biplane back then. Me and Mike had to get it done. It was the same. I remember. I'm like a steel trap. It was the same day that I filmed the T-45 for them. We were at a random place up in Michigan I had never been to before. We flew the T-45 off some little tiny driveway thing. I worked it out, though. It was a good video. I think they're still using it. And then we flew the Ultimate from e-flite back then. I flew it. It was really windy by the end of the day. I think I flew it inverted through a field goal and then right into a fence.
Oops.
But yeah, so I never had as much time with that plane as I wanted to, but this one is definitely beefed up.
Right.
It is a cut above what that first one was on power, and then they've thought everything through, and I don't even think they were, nowadays so much of the stuff is 3S and 4S, and they're just like, they'll say so on the box, which is just awesome. Back then, folks would go 4S maybe, but they were always kind of rolling the dice.
Like my P47, I run 4S in it. It doesn't say it's rated for it, but I've never had an issue with it. On my e-flite, P47, Spitfire, and Corsair, all three of those, I run 4S no issue in them. And it really wakes them up. So I'm so glad to see a lot of these planes come in 3 and 4S rated out of the box now.
It's nice. It gives you a great deal of confidence. And Channel 6 Flaps, good to see you. Little shout out. Action Rhino, good to see you in here. Shadow Ops, thanks, man. Hey, your first one. Oh, yeah, by the way, I put the join the channel link in the description box, and everybody else is doing it, so why not I jump on for once? Instead of build the wheel, let me jump on. So I put the PayPal link in my description too. Shadow Ops, thanks, man. So one thing I want to talk about I want to talk about your plane, actually, because what's going to mess around, I'm going to end up wanting that one. When I see you unbox it, put it together, and fly it, I'm going to end up wanting that one too, because I told you I still have my extra 300 from FMS, but last time it crashed, I haven't fixed it since. And it's been through like 2 moves, and I still have a bent prop shaft and the landing gear hanging off by like a string of hot glue. So it's like, I kind of just could deal with a new one.
So,
but
I have a secret love affair with extra 300s, and like most guys that watch our channel know that we're mainly Warbird and Jet guys. But I love extra 300s, and I was so stoked about this airplane. I specifically asked for this one. I was like, I really want to do the extra, man. I've always wanted that plane. This is the one I want to do.
That's awesome.
And I'm super excited. I got the Ag Cat back here behind me. I know you've got it too.
It's awesome, yeah.
So that one's coming.
And so your bird is 4S.
Yes.
It's AS3X. Yes. Is it safe if you want?
It is AS3X and optional safe technology.
Which you probably won't use. I don't either.
It's nice.
I want to say something. I want to say something before I forget, because I think it's very important, especially for me being a video guy. I was so glad that I remembered, and I spoke to it in the video. Dad, good to see you. Love you. Glad to see you on Father's Day. That worked out just right. It was nice to meet your lady too. Tell her I said so. Awesome. So one thing about using the smart technology, which you notice I didn't check the battery for the cell voltage on this one. I just simply scrolled over on my radio, right, and there it was. I didn't have to get in there and pull it apart and hope I had the thing. It's in my pocket. But one thing, and this has happened to me a few times, and I've learned eventually to not let it do it to me. And I kept talking about this stuff yelling at me, right? Mm-hmm. If you're flying smart batteries, smart radio, it's a smart AV, ESC, all that stuff. Yeah. If you do not go into the telemetry function menu and set that voltage warning down from the default, which is 4.1 or something, even if it's 4.01, it's still like you've only been up for a minute and it's
going
starting
off.
to yell at you. Yeah, so you've got the range. You can go all the way down to like 3.3 a cell. And so when you hear that, if you're not familiar with it, it kind of scares you. Like, I don't want to fly my batteries down that far. But you have to consider it's the ebb and flow of the voltage sag. So I set mine a little buffer. Instead of 3.3, I go 3.5. And you guys can see it right in the video that I landed at about 4 minutes. The alarm had yelled at me a little bit. It's time to go. I sagged down to 3.5. I landed, but at rest, my batteries were at like 3.83. On the first flight all the way around, 3.83 at like 4 minutes. And this is, again, with the smart telemetry menu set to 3.5 instead of the default. When I did the Mustang, I didn't know about this yet. And I was up for a minute and a half, and it's like hollering at me. I'm like, oh, man. So definitely get into that and set it down to, I think 3.5 is a good one because, like I say, once I landed and I'm at rest, I'm sitting right at storage voltage. Like I said, 3S flight, 3.8 something. And then on the 4S flight, I went around even after I ignored it a little bit, but it was like 3.74, 3.73 or something like that. So
and maybe it's a little
check
different
that out
because I have the iX12 and mine doesn't yell at me. When I flew the Mustang with the iX12 with the smart system in it, it never beeped at me. And maybe I don't have it set right yet. This is still very new to me also. And that's the only airplane I've had a chance at. It's Kevin's. I got my 3 or 4 flights on it, and that was kind of the end of it. So I'm really excited to start seeing. So I've got the one you've got there. So I'm going to have that smart technology built in and start learning it on the iX12. And it'll be kind of neat to show guys, you're running the DX9 where I'm running the iX12. There's going to be a big difference in what the radio will actually display. So I'm really excited for it.
That's true. Yeah, who knows? And you can always, there's so much even my 9 will do that I have not tapped into. Simple things that I'm telling you, I mean, we're always doing like new products and stuff. So I don't like sit on them too long and get them really dialed in a way. But like I could change the alarm to a vibration.
Right.
But I know me.
I wouldn't like it.
If that son of a gun out of nowhere vibrates in my hand, I'm going to want to let go of it. And that's like the worst thing to do to a radio is to let go of it. So, yeah, I'm not going to do it. So, I really do pretty much leave it to the default. And that's helpful to me. And also, I think guys know what they're going to get. I do change the timer a lot of times to like real time, one time, because I don't want to hear that beeping at me. Now,
I changed
it's because
I turned it off.
I'm a video guy. Yeah, you can do that too. I'm a video guy, so I don't want to be interrupted when I'm talking. Is mostly what that's about.
So the iX12 will say, timer start, timer stop, timer start. And in some of our earlier videos, it was going crazy when I first got it. And guys were just like, gosh, you got to turn that off. And I finally figured out how to do it.
Yeah.
So now we don't have that issue anymore. But yeah, drive you up the wall.
Nah, I don't want to hear it. And especially if you're flowing and you're talking and you're trying to halfway explain what it is you're doing, you don't want interrupted.
Right.
You don't want to interrupt it.
Completely.
Hey, man, start cracking into that.
Right. All right, man. Let me start getting into it. So, let me...
Matthew Shalosky says you can set like 5 alarms on the new Jumper T18, voice and all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
I'm a Spectrum guy. I'm a fanboy. You can set a lot of stuff on these Spectrums too, but I really don't need most of what it's doing. So there's Wesley unboxing the Extra 300. He's been after it for a long time. Channel 6 flaps. Oh, I'll stock my X12 over right now. That would have been bad.
He says he's got a backup hobby. Dude, I don't know. You can't really see behind me, but I have got a ton of trucks and cars and stuff these days.
These new boxes,
check out.
I've ran into this a few times. They just really stick. Lori, you might have to come give me a hand on this one. It's in there, man. Oh, there it goes.
In there like swimwear.
There we go. Oh, baby.
And Wesley's going to mess around and make me want to get this bird.
Oh, baby.
3D plane show, George Watts. You are right.
Oh, baby.
You are right.
We're going to get, Lori's going to zoom it in, but man, it looks sexy.
It does look good, man. I really like the checker on the bottom of my Ultimate as well.
Yeah.
And, you know, somebody asked, and I forgot to answer, but it's Metal Gear servos on the Ultimate. I did.
It's going to be fantastic.
Andy's got experience with this extra, Wesley. He likes it a lot. He says, fly that 300 extra without less. I'm having a hard time here. Looks like 4S 3300
so
to get the CG.
I've got a pile of 3000s. And see, I'm going to be a little bit different than a lot of guys. I don't know if I don't know if he actually flies 3D or not, but I'm going to really 3D this plane. And you're going to want an AFCG for that.
Right.
Which sounds counterintuitive, but when you're hanging it off the prop, it's a little different.
Well, these are not the kind of like stay in the pattern, shoot, touch, and go planes. They're for ripping them up. You know what I mean? In the air. Oh, Channel 6. The Deadbolt's awesome, but you got to look at the Red Cat, too. It's a big 1/10 scale truck.
Dude,
for
love the yellow.
Good money, honestly. Yeah, dude, check out the RC Trucks playlist, you guys. There's more to come. I have so much to edit through, it's not even funny.
Wow. The servo arms on this thing are ridiculous looking.
Massive. Dave's RC in here? Where's he? Hey, there he is.
Look at that servo.
Yeah, look at that.
Dude, the paint job is so sweet on this plane. I'm really digging it.
Is that a sticker?
It is.
The black and yellow?
This is a sticker. The whole wing is a big sticker. This is a sticker. This is a separate sticker on top of it. Yeah.
Randy's all about this extra 300. I think he'd get another one right away if he killed it.
Dude, I might get another one if I kill one of these. This thing is sweet. Dude, guys.
Phoneboy RC, you guys been checking him out on Instagram, flying that A10 I gave him?
Embedded hinges?
He should tag me a little bit in his post, don't you think? Hey, that's all I want. Tag me.
I don't know why it's got the weird lines right now, but yeah, embedded hinges, guys. So that's not just relying on the foam.
See, I don't think they had that before.
Screw-on aileron hinges. Man, this thing is sweet. Dude, I'm telling you, this thing looks awesome. Look at that paint job, too. I mean, there is no... I'm getting right up on it, guys. No foam impression at all on this thing. Like, none. This is right up on it. You cannot see that.
I'm going to answer a question.
All right. I'll be quiet.
No, you're good. Just hold that thought. Ryan O, does the Ultimate have any sticker decals? It does. And it's actually got...
Hey, Lori, go there.
Bobby noticed it yesterday, but it's almost like a coating. Like, you know how some guys will wrap the leading edge with, like, that packing tape and stuff? So this thing has, you know, an excellent, it's not tape, but it's basically got a clear sticker all the way down in front of the vortex generators, then all the way down till you get to the hinge, and then the hinge. So there are stickers on here, and then there are like stickers over the stickers to like give it this just like smooth all over on the wing. Now the fuselage is not like that. It's paint and sticker. Looks like maybe water slide. But the wing itself, I don't know if you can see the difference in the shine and stuff. But there is sticker all over it. And I urge you to check out the assembly video. That might help you see a little bit more what you want to know. But this one is the same way as the e-flite extra he's got, almost. The hinges are different, but they're there. So it's the foam hinge and CA hinges. I think Wesley's has like mechanical hinges, not quite the CA ones, but still probably glue in. And it's a top feeder, no glue to the assembly. All right, Wesley.
All right, man. Well, we'll keep going on this. So I got the prop
Do
here.
it, dude.
So you were right. It's a wooden prop on this airplane. I thought it was going to be plastic faux wood, but it's actually real wood.
You didn't believe me, did you?
I did. This is the first electric plane I've seen shipped with a wood prop in forever, guys. And it's light. I mean, it's very
13.6.
Yeah, 13.6 right there on it.
Hey, Jordan Dole, what battery did you made in your A10 on? And did you have it back or was it up forward?
Instruction book. Everybody.
Yeah, the wing is really on the Ultimate. Like, you know, a lot of these planes have a fat airfoil, but it's pretty thin on the Ultimate. But there are two of them. You know what I mean? It puts the lotion on. Oh no, it strengthens the wing. I'm sorry. Look at that, Wesley.
Yeah, and I mean,
it's got those butterflies.
Yeah, the hinges are there, guys.
Yeah.
This ain't joking
Butterfly
around.
in the sky.
And then it's going to spar right through there.
Sky.
So yeah.
Nice.
You can see it right there at the end. So spar all the way through the tail. And then it's got that joiner. You've seen this on other planes, of course, guys.
Yep.
But yeah.
Nice.
Nice. I love the paint job on this thing, man. It is sweet.
Mike Keller in the house. What's up, man?
Yeah.
Hey, you know what I always think about when I see wheel spats?
Like keys in like that.
Like on the landing gear, you know, whenever they're dressed up like that, you know what I think of immediately? Roller skate brakes.
Dude, these are nice. This is all plastic.
Yep. But look at it. Roller skate brakes.
Right. The wheels are some kind of foam.
I ended up taking those
to
off. Yeah, I took those off on my other one and then just went with bigger tires. But that was, I mean, just to put my FMS Extra 300 experience into perspective, we were still flying off of grass, me and Mike,
right,
at our field. That was a while ago. Some of you guys might remember that video because I'm still not a 3D guy. I definitely wasn't then. And I flew that plane on the low rates called out in the book, which made it a sport flyer. And then I did crank it up to high rate and did the best I could. But what a neat bird.
all your screws. It looks like these are the normal Horizon ones. They're not Phillips. These are going to be Allen heads.
Yep, 2mm hex, and you've got ball links. The old one did not have that stuff.
Yep, so the ball links right there. We'll get them out here in a minute.
Nice, Jordan. You know what? Did you fly it clean, Jordan? I always fly my A10s dirty. It slows them down, which is kind of nice. Nice, Jordan. Way to go. Yeah, I fly my batteries back on that A10.
That paint job is amazing on this airplane. I literally cannot see the foam on this airplane. It's crazy to me. I don't know if your plane's like that right now, but I mean, you can't see the foam at all. Now I'm sure after it's in the sun, you'll be able to see it, but I mean, right now that is perfectly smooth. It's crazy. The white, you can see it. Let's see. I get these weird lines when I get real close to the camera, but you can see it in here. But over here where they painted it, I don't know what they painted this airplane with, but wow, that is perfect.
That looks really good.
The yellow is so crazy looking. Love it. I love it. Those control throws too. These rods, I mean, they're crazy. You put that on the end.
It's beef, dude. You know, the one I have still has those crappy, clear nylon clevises that are like a one-time use.
Right.
Like I swear, if you use them more than once, that little pin is broke, and you're done.
Look at this. It's like
you got to glue that in.
It's like a Dubrow style hinge, though. Look at this hinge. That's not a
Dude.
joke. Those are plastic.
Massive.
Right? Dude, that paint job I cannot get over.
You guys got to watch the Boozers, subscribe, all that good stuff, because you can see him fly this thing. For tech spec and ordering information, though, until he gets his links dialed in, just I got pilotryanmedia.com in the description.
They're coming.
So,
they're just not here yet. But yeah,
they're coming. And while he doesn't have them, I'm gonna milk him for all he's worth.
Support our buddies. I'm one of those guys. I like to support my friends. So yeah, you're seeing it here tonight. We're all hanging out together.
So, guys who know, look at the pilot, Wesley.
Yeah.
If you didn't know who
pilot.
if you didn't know who made this, you do now.
Right.
If you've been paying attention for a while at all, you know now.
Hey, Lori, would you do me a favor?
Yeah, Michael Honeychuck, those things snap right off. They're like a one-time clevis.
I'm going to get Lori to pull the box off real quick.
I got a funny story about clevises. So, you know, it's not always one company making this stuff for these guys, right? So back when I was working the Rare Bear Speedster, there's the battery compartment. The Rare Bear had those crappy nylon, use them once clevises, and here you got a a fast Rare Bear. And then at the same time, I was working up the Conshindo glider. It's like a 2 or 3S glider. It had superior clevises and locking, mechanisms and all this stuff for a little tiny glider. I thought it was ironic. Check out the landing gear. It looks like they made the plates bigger than they used to be. They spread the load out on the landing gear. And then see that access hatch right there? Pull that off. You can put a sandwich in it. Yep, that's where the receiver is. Easy peasy.
Looking gorgeous.
Nice. That's where I put my, I think I worked the Hobby Eagle, one of the Hobby Eagles on that plane, and that's where I put my stuff
Dude,
too.
These magnets are no joke on this plane. Take your finger off.
Nice, Wesley.
Dude, these servos are huge. For a foam plane, these are some beefy looking servos.
What are they, 17 gram, 25 gram or something?
23.
23, that's kind of funny.
E-flite 11598, 23 grams.
Hey, whatever it takes.
There you go.
That's cool.
Little steerable nose wheel, or tail wheel, not nose wheel.
Well, if you had my plane, it could be the nose wheel because you can go backwards.
Yeah, I don't think this one has it. Yeah, there's your pilot, guys.
I don't think so either. You know the what was that one thing? The Votech FMS plane. It had a wood prop as well. They sound good.
They do. We flew them.
Are there any side force? Miller RC wants to know if there's any side force generators in the kit.
There are not.
So the wing is the wing.
The wing is the wing. Yeah, and I can pull it up real quick. Give me just a second.
Randy says you're gonna love it.
Yeah, so a lot of the planes, they'll have the key in here on the end. This one does not, guys. So it's going to be just one. No vortice generators, but I don't think it's going to need them. You know, every extra I've ever had doesn't have them, and they fly great.
Yeah.
Looks cool, but I always end up chipping them off, banging them into stuff. So I kind of like it being smooth.
Yeah, man.
It's cool.
I better not watch your video.
Oh, you're going to want this one. Got my cruise-in stand. Won this on the Pilot Ryan Media channel.
Nice. Back in the day.
Back in the day.
Back in the day. Seriously, 100 shows. That's nuts.
Right.
What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, there's another plane I got my eye on that's been around for a minute, but I'm not going to tell what it is. I'm just going to do it because I don't want someone else to do it.
Dude, I love the paint job on this plane. Seeing it in person is so much different than the pictures that I've seen of it. I mean, I'm loving it. I think we're going to go back to the front view for a second. I'm going to just kind of piece it together.
Jason, good to have you here, man. The E-flite Extra 300 is in Real Flight 9, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to, wet your whistle on this thing.
It's pretty fun to land it on the table. We've done that a many times.
We're kind of doing a 3D come together extravaganza collab. We're gonna you're not gonna build it now, are you?
But I gotta glue the tail on, and I don't want to try.
You never do.
I don't want to try and do that live.
Hey, mock it up, man. Mock it up like the Petrenchiks.
Just want me to kind of piece it together. I can do that. Let's see. Gotta figure out. Let's see.
Mock it up, man.
Let's see. All right. So this. Spar goes here.
George Watt says he never liked side force generators. He doesn't put them on his Extreme Flight 3D planes. 200 driver, good to see you here. Honey Chuck, Reginald. Randy says it flies good inverted. Dave's RC says they don't need him. You know what? I never put the side force generators on the Avantis I've done.
Right.
I tell you what, and thing I was really impressed with, and we are, I'm glad Wesley got this. This is cool, come together today. But the ultimate, guys, you want to see your buddy have a good time, watch that flight video when you get done with this here. Of course, go watch Kenny later too, but
the other one.
I had a good time, and sometimes when I fly the 3D planes, they seem like that's kind of all they can do. I mean, of course, that's what they're there for, right? That's what they do. But me and Bobby both were kind of taken aback by how locked in the Ultimate was. Even when you were just like setting up for another pass or trick or whatever.
Right.
And man, the vortex generators on both wings, top and bottom, it was locked. It just felt really, really good. And guys, I'm no 3D pilot, but you see what, if a guy's confident enough to do the things that I'm doing with it on my first and second flight, like it's pretty well behaved. And I really got to tell you, don't be a cowboy. If you're going 4S, put that steel spar in the back. You'll be sorry if you don't. You'll have loads of up trim, and it'll just be a mess.
Like you said, we're going to piece it together. I'm not going to screw it all together, but...
Mock it up, buddy. Craft King in the house. Yeah, Rhino, I was having lots of fun. You said you were going to get one, didn't you? Hey, when are they coming in stock? Because I guess they're pre-order right now.
End of June. I mean, we're there.
That's right now. Hey, my birthday's the end of June. What are y'all getting me?
Mine was last week. What'd you get me?
Nothing. Same thing you got me.
Okay.
Charles Putney, what's going on? You know what my family's getting me? You know what's funny about being an airplane or RC guy? When it's birthdays and Christmas times, I still want RCs for like birthday and Christmas times. But your family's like, yeah, no. You've got
enough.
Plenty. So, you know what? I'm finally starting to get smart. I had the kids get me, I was like, get me another GoPro battery and like the charger or something. You know what I mean? So I got like a cool GoPro charger, an extra battery. This is for my GoPro 7. Of course, that was on my Amazon store, wink, wink.
Right.
And then, you know what else I got, which I'm super excited. So that was Father's Day. So my birthday's like the 30th. I'll be 22.
Right.
So
will you now?
Again.
Will you now?
Again. So I'm getting an office chair, like a legit office chair with like this chair I sit in. Like I think it came out of a restaurant.
Dude,
it's like pleather. It's like vinyl. It's pleather. I'm sitting on a towel because it's just like ridiculous. So I'm getting one of those like legit office chairs that's got the kind of weave, like the breathable,
right.
Stuff. Like I'm super pumped about a chair because I have the toys I want, man. I mean, I really do get to do one of the best things a guy could ever endeavor to do in the world. And of course, Wesley, like it's a full-time passion, but like a part-time, but full-time passion, part-time job, right?
Right.
So it's always what's next, and I can't wait to keep going. I love working with Horizon. Jason, thanks. And I'm sure Wesley feels the same way. It kind of is like time to write home to mom about it. You know what I mean? You bucket list, like check a box. You know what I mean?
Oh, definitely. Man, it's kind of together right now. I mean, I didn't put the prop on or nothing, but if you wanted to see size-wise.
Do it, man. Little top shot. So that's like a 51 or 53-inch wingspan, right? It's like 1.3.
1.3, yeah. It's a little different. So Lori's getting the top shot set up here. But yeah, I didn't push the wings all the way in, guys. We just kind of pieced it together. Petrenchik style, as you said. Keyed in the rudder.
Yeah, Miller RC. The servos on the Ultimate are metal geared. I can't remember what gram they are.
See if
But
I
I
can do
do
this.
remember, the composite spar was 4 grams and the steel spar was 20. Wesley, that is a sharp looking bird.
Dude,
I tell
the
you
paint
what, the
job, I'm
bottom is
telling you.
amazing.
Dude, this
So
is gonna look
JM
sick.
will know. Raymond Molina, what's up? Good to see you. So these are like, they appear to be 9-gram Metal Gear servos, if you ask me.
I bet they're more.
You
Just,
think so?
I mean, this one's 23 gram all the way around.
Right, but this is smaller, you know.
Maybe. I don't know. 3D planes, man, they usually jack that up a little bit. I don't know. I don't have it set in front of me.
I left my, well, you'll know in a
I'll
week.
know in a
won't
week.
you? I left my book in
Dude,
the car. I mean,
that paint
guys,
job.
seriously, Jason, we flew this yesterday evening, put the video together, and then got it out today. Like so fun. So it's a good thing I like a little bit of pressure in my life, I think.
Dude, Lori, let's make him bigger so he can kind of show off that ultimate up close there.
Okay, yeah, man.
Let's get it back to you. Give it full screen there. Yeah.
Wesley, that looks awesome, dude. Weigh about 12 grams, but they're the size of a 9-gram. Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, so these big burly servos on the Ultimate are beefy. They're like basically a 12-gram servo packed into a 9-gram case.
There you go.
So much to say. Nice bird, guys. And really, you want to see the fit and finish. You want to see how it goes together. I did a pretty rock solid assembly video that'll get it done. So just check out the videos on the channel. No glue to the assembly. What a good time. We had a great time. And by the way, the mixing is super easy. It's in the book to make that propeller go in reverse. There's a couple wooden placeholders in the box that they look like a spinner back plate, but they are not. They're just to like hold the stuff in from rattling around in the box. My spinner there's no back plate, there's no nothing, and it spins really true. And if I remember right, this is 11.6 by 6 propeller. Oh yeah, the grass where we flew yesterday, I think they're called buckhorns. Some of you country boys can correct me if I'm wrong. Buckthorns, buckhorns, but the weeds, the kind that usually mess up your leading edge. I was so glad I had this like plastic kind of tape along the wings so well. So I was the buckhorns were high. And then the cowl bolts on if you have to get in and service the engine. The extra is 1.3, but that doesn't really explain how big it truly is. It's almost like an old 40 to 60 sized airplane. If you set the extra 300 next to like a 1400 millimeter Warbird, you're going to feel like they're the same size plane. Ryan, yeah, looks good, Wesley. Yeah, hey. Yeah, man. So Ryan O likes the wing screws on the Ultimate too. They're just so convenient. Yeah, the little like turnkey, like I called them like cams or something. But they're just like an inline valve, halfway in. Specs say 9-gram high torque metal gears. That's right, Airhammer. David Graff, what's up? Pilot Jerry, what's going on? Yeah, Wesley, look forward to seeing you fly that, man. I want to see you fly that Ultimate, and I can't wait to get it back out again and play with that reverse prop in the air. Right. I was just scared to yesterday. I've never done it.
No, I've
never done it.
I get it. I want to try it too. I think it'd be cool coming out of a real slow up high, turn it down and have that prop go backwards so the plane would go real slow down. It'd be wild. Everybody I've talked to said it sounds insane when you do it too.
Even on the ground, it sounded insane.
Right.
Going. Could
you imagine it 30 or 40 miles an hour with it pushing back on it?
Oh, that's crazy. I think that must be why they have the brake set on those props by default.
Right. It stops it, and then it starts it the other way.
Yeah. Right. You can go the other way. Our Air Marshal's like, oh man, both of these are so nice.
Right. No,
what am I gonna do?
I have to say, I've wanted this plane for so long, and now it's in front of me. I can't believe I didn't get it before now. I mean, the paint job is fantastic. I love the look of an extra. All I need now, Horizon, is an Edge 540.
Wesley says 4 minutes max. Or Randy, Wesley says 4 minutes. Randy says
you'll get it eventually.
Wesley, 4 minutes max.
These 3D planes are kind of like that. I mean, they're battery hogs. You've got a big motor out there to pull the plane around.
It's like a 15 size motor or something.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if you ever had an oops with this, you could take this thing and put it in a giant airplane and fly it around scale.
That's right. Oh, yeah. So, Reginald says, try a 12/8 prop, Wesley. It'll fly great. Jason says, brake by default on the Ultimate 3D and Night Timber X for reversing. Mm-hmm. Ken Sprouse. Ken says, even Jason Merkel said in their premiere that their pilots have tested the reverse full throttle in the air and no problem.
I guess.
Airhammer RC. Sorry, Wesley. He wants to know how much the extra 300 is.
I'll get Lori to load up the product pages. We'll pop them up on the screen for a second. Give me just a second. We'll get them both loaded up.
Yep. Okay. Yep. I hate to guess and be wrong.
I'd rather just show them. So we'll get the product pages loaded, guys, and we'll pop them up. And you can always hit the link in the description for Pilot Ryan Media.
Yeah, why don't you? Please do, and
wink,
thanks.
Wink.
So, David Graff, the change of the carbon spar to go from 3S to 4S takes a little bit of time. Yes, and I would say that most people hold that thought because this is I want to get this one out there. Insider knowledge right now, ladies and gentlemen, from Jason Merkel himself. Extra 300 bind and fly basic goes on sale next week. And then, the understood you of the sentence is, he says, go to pilotryanmedia.com, click Horizon Hobby or the e-flite branded logo, and check it out. Price is currently $299. Sale price will be 15% off. So that's like, what, $45 off. So you're looking at $245, $250? Something like that next week. That's kick butt.
That's kick butt on this plane. Guys, I don't know how I haven't seen more of these flying around. I don't know why. Because this thing is awesome. Like, no joke, this thing is awesome. So to the tail spar. So David Graff, listen, the reason I changed out the spar, the spar from 3S to 4S in my video was because I'm making a video. And I wanted to show the difference and how right on it is to make that switch. If I were just not flying for video, I would probably just pick either 3S or 4S and stick with it. Because I really would recommend, and a guy asked me in the comments too, he goes, why did you not tape the side with the linkages and stuff on it? It would be easier to undo the side with no linkages. Well, again, just for video. I taped the side with no linkages because there's nothing to hold it in but tension. And I left the side untaped that had the linkages because it's got linkages. It will help hold it in a little bit. So now that I'm done making video, I'm going to pick one. 4S.
Probably 4S. 4S, man. Come on. I have so many 4S packs, too. So 4S, and now I'm going to tape it on. And you guys who've built Park Zone planes, you know that tape is very familiar. It's like the fillet on the horizontal to the surface itself, and you get it done. So Jeff's Custom, what's up?
Sweet Lord.
So yeah, it took a minute to change it on video as I'm talking about it, undoing the little tiny screw and stuff. And I understand it would be easier to have done that with the other side, but I also have a nightmare about like an unfettered horizontal half fluttering down by itself. So yeah, that's why.
Sweet. Lori's just kind of playing the Horizon page right now for guys to see the price.
Get it? Yeah, man.
So there's the Ultimate, and she'll play the another one in just a second. Extra. There we go.
That's right.
Dude, Ultimate's got to be fantastic to fly. You can go back up.
Dude,
it's
so good. It's so good. It's so good. And I had so much more fun with it than the last one.
Right.
I don't think the last one had AS3X. I could be wrong, but I don't think it had it. Michael Bear, what's going on?
Paint job on
Brian
the
Scott. It is. Man. Flight and Real Flight 9.
That's right. I have Real Flight 9. We got to get on here one night and just fly with each other on here. Get our 3D piloting skills up together.
Mike Keller that's a good idea, and we'll all go extra 300s. Mike Keller has a speed problem, ladies and gentlemen. He's holding his click finger for something faster, he says. I have a killer fast problem.
Dude, I'm happy about both of them. I can't wait to get mine. The Ultimate, there we go. Brain's not working tonight. Too many Ultimate extras.
Well, you're lucky to spell your own name.
Right?
Hey. So that was Matt Andren holding the extra right there.
Yeah.
If you guys remember the SE-5A World War I foamy biplane, that's the model for the pilot right there.
He's also the guy that designed the Timber, right?
I swear it is. The Timber, and I think he was in on the Stinson and so many
Probably
things.
This
Spitfire, Wildcat.
His picture's on the box, so I'm guessing he designed this one.
Yeah, I think it could be, and I kind of think it might have been Mike McConville on the Ultimate, but I don't know. I don't know.
Can't keep them all straight. They're making some killer planes right now from e-flite, and this is something that bothers me, but the AS3X thing, people
say that again. You broke up.
The AS3X. Some guys don't like it. I don't know how they don't. AS3X is amazing on a windy day. I love it. I don't know how guys don't like it. I can't see buying this plane without buying the receiver with it for like the $20 more. I mean, I didn't because I wanted to fly it on my Tactic radio, but
you're joking.
No, that's my bonus. Oops, I dropped it.
You're joking. You're joking.
Yeah, IX-12 all the way, baby.
Dude, the Tactic radio is a great doorstop. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm an IX-12
I'm just teasing.
I mean, I'm a Spectrum fanboy on radio equipment. I've had them since I got back into the hobby, and I can't say anything bad about them.
I say it all the time. Even if you're a fan of some other system, for me, and the ease of use, and being a video guy who's trying to reach the most amount of people, it makes 100% sense that I'm going to use a Spectrum radio with Spectrum product.
Yep.
It's so easy. Oh, at the events, the Jet Jam show and Neffy, everything I had was either FMS or e-flite. I had one free wing at both events. All of the e-flite stuff had AS3X. So if it was windy, guess what's going on? All of my e-flite stuff. And I'm not the only one. I saw so many SU-30s, so many e-flite Vipers, all the time. And the F-16, oh my gosh. It doesn't matter what the wind's doing.
Oh my God, the e-flite F-16 is absolutely amazing. Like,
I got one again just because the first one went to Mike Kennedy. I got one again just for the events. And then I did fly my FMS Tiger Cat a bunch, no gyro. And then I had my e-flite Mustang. I mean, it's out there killing it. Man, good times. How can you not
Right.
like to round off what you started there? How can you not? Now we know our buddy Kenny. He likes to he likes to reinvent the wheel, but that's
With
okay.
the jumper
Uh,
T9, 618, whatever it is.
One Alpha,
Yeah.
3612.
If you want to know Spectrum, man, that's where I'm
So
at.
yeah, I like it. I mean, I fly my Futaba on stuff that doesn't come with
Yeah.
Spectrum.
You know,
Because
I was a Futaba guy.
once I learned how to program AS3X receivers myself, though, I've just been lazy about it because I had the job of teaching you guys how to do Hobby Eagle and Admiral a long time ago. And by the way, newsflash, I didn't know how to do them either until I taught you.
Right.
And so since those, I just kind of, it's like an aversion. You know what I mean?
I think you're going to need an IX12 because you can now program safe from your IX12 transmitter. Well, your
AS3X?
AS3X. You can program it from the transmitter now.
I don't want safe unless I'm like
Not
maybe
safe, AS3X.
yeah, if I'm teaching somebody how to fly, maybe, but
Yeah, I'm not a safe guy either. But you know, me and you are advanced pilots, but I can really see the draw for somebody who doesn't have a flying club, who doesn't have an instructor to teach them how to fly. You know,
Yep.
and a guy that wants to be able to take off successfully, get the airplane up in the air, turn it off, fly around. Oh God, I'm going to crash! Hit the button, and he doesn't lose his $300 airplane. I really
no,
see it.
I'm all for it.
I'm all for it.
Whatever keeps a person, no matter how they identify, male, female, bi, gender, triple, dipple, whatever, whatever gets somebody up in the air and keeps them there.
Right.
I'm good with. Yeah, you're right. Like you and I, maybe not necessarily, but I think a lot of guys are using it, and I do not make opinions based on whether I think it's a crutch or they should do this or that. The only thing I would say, and I think we all tell everybody this. I know Jeff is doing a lot to teach a guy where he's flying, and I think he's got the right idea too. As far as the progressive modes go, right?
Right.
So we've had this discussion before. Like I think beginner mode is great, intermediate, expert, or experienced, whatever it's called. The progressive modes are fantastic, but I think as soon as you can, you have to get out of beginner mode because it takes all the stick input you have to come around.
Right.
So you'll still have the bank limiting at intermediate level, and so cool.
Especially like with this extra, yeah, you could fly it in safe, but you're going to bang the stick all the way over. When it's not in safe mode, the rates are going to be outrageous on this plane. And if you switch from having to push it all the way to breathing on it, that's going to be really a hard learning curve on something like this.
As a super hard learning curve, especially if you learn. That's why the RF9 is so great.
Yep.
Because you can still fly those progressive modes in there, but you can figure out your muscle memory.
I'm going to say it right now. RF9 is the best first airplane you can ever buy.
It's
over anything that you can buy foam, RF9 is the #1 best airplane you can buy to start with. Real flight. No joke.
RC Waz dude still has his Balsa e-flite Ultimate. That's like 2015, right? It's outlasted all 3 versions. Yeah, you're right, Dennis. Like the safe, the only problem with it is getting people off of it. But you know what? I think there's guys that fly where we're at that are pretty experienced. But I think if it's squirrely out, they're taking off and landing in safe. And you know what? They get to buy more planes instead of parts.
Right.
So last minute super chats. I'm just kidding. Last minute, guys. We're gonna roll. It's 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Is Ken? We're wrapping it up. Is Kenny still around?
Mm-hmm. Hadn't seen him in a while. I hadn't been paying attention.
I don't hear anything.
You don't hear me?
No, I'm just teasing.
Oh, you don't hear him?
Kenny. Yeah, I don't hear Kenny.
Well, don't worry. You'll get to hear him until 7 tomorrow.
Yeah, he's the opener for for Dave's RC.
That's right.
Yeah, guys, check out all your buddies. All right, this is where I plug everybody. I think, maybe, or subscribe to the TV Guide. I don't know, but so Kenny's going on Hangar 51 here in a little bit. Of course, we got Mary Boozer, Lori producing the show. They do their show Saturday night, 8 Eastern. And then you've got, so I'm going all over the place. So tomorrow, Kenny leads into Dave's RC. That's Friday night. Dave's RC put up a bunch of videos from Jet Jams. And he calls it Jet Jams, which I think is awesome. It's not what it is, but I think it's awesome that that's what he calls it. And it was so nice to meet him and spend some time with him. You know what I mean? So check out Dave's RC. He got some footage from Jet Jams. He's always doing videos on new products as well. I mean, there's every kind of skill level out there and personality type with channels. So it's fun to watch. Airhammer, I love you for always commenting about the rolling loops in every video that I make.
He always ends with Airhammer out also. Like every comment, I get him too.
Yeah, right. And the rolling loops, it just makes me smile. It really, listen, if I didn't have thick skin, I still wouldn't be here. But I really don't mind at all. And it's like, that's, I come from a group of rascals and they give each other hard time. So, the kind of the more that I get, the more buddies we become.
I plan on showing you some real rolling loops here in the next few days.
Some real rolling loops, yeah. Dollar Bill Clinton wants to know when the sale starts. Next week. By the way, all the links in the description of all the videos. Support your favorite creators. I've got loads of links in the description of this video to Wesley's channel, Wesley's Instagram, my website, which you can click on the brands and get it done. When you make purchases, the channel earns a small commission, all that good stuff. We like thumbs up. We like comments. We like subscriptions. YouTube is a hustle, guys. It is no doubt. Right, Wesley?
No doubt. It is not a joke, man. And, I still can't get over it. Me and you really got hot and heavy on this live showing and stuff about a year ago. And it was me and you. And look where it's come now. We couldn't imagine having screens changing and cameras going different directions and music.
It was hilarious. Dude, I remember when... So, I'm coming up on 2 years, man. Rolling loops are the ticket. Yeah, is it Mike SSI who always tells me that? One of these guys. I think there's a handful of them give me a hard time for that rolling loop.
For the Viper? Yeah, or not Viper, what was it?
For the Havoc.
Havoc.
I tell you, I feel like I owe that plane some more. You know what I mean?
I always wanted to try that airplane. It looks awesome.
I feel like I owe that plane some more. I bought that one and that hurt. And so... yeah, anyway, but
maybe we'll have to team up and do a Havoc together. Dual unboxing.
Well, you better go first. You better go first.
Oh, if I hit the ground, I'm doing like you. It was the electronics.
Because I'm not sure if I go first, anyone ever gets a chance. Like Bobby's still waiting on his turn. But yeah, man, it wasn't that crazy. So 2 years ago, I started doing this thing. I wasn't sure. I didn't know anything about super chats. I didn't know anything about live streaming. I couldn't work out the OBS to bring in guests, which was really one of my first things I wanted to do. But eventually I did kind of go back to the software and drag in some pictures a couple times. And you were like, how'd you do that? And I told you, and then like a week later y'all were dialed in like
we went crazy.
Ellen DeGeneres, so you guys just dialed. So after that happened, you guys and then Dave's RC get to produce for me. Thank you so much.
Not Dave's RC, Dave Air Marshal.
Dave Air Marshal, that's what I mean. Dave I love Dave's RC, but he didn't know how to copy and paste a link, let alone run a stream for me.
We
I'm not
we
being
all love
funny.
Dave. I had my live free or what was it, fly free or die shirt on
Yeah,
just the other day. Should have wore
that's
that
awesome.
tonight.
I wear your
I
stuff all the
know. I
time.
got your favorite shirt on tonight. I think I see you wear this shirt more than anything you own.
I wear it all the time. I wear it to
I'm
church.
gonna
I
have
wear it
to.
all the
I'm
time.
gonna send you like four
Uh,
more.
Please, Johnny Cornette. Good to see you. What are we talking about, Cherokee? They love that crash,
Dude,
guys. Holy moly!
that Habit crash was epic too, because it hit right in front of me and just exploded.
So we'll go. Listen, I won't go past 9:30. I promise. So Brad, right? Pay It Forward RC asked me where I'm hiding Bobby K. Look, he's got the night off. I worked him last night. Uh, these short little special edition shows, I don't worry about. Um, have I don't worry about having them come. So yeah, Johnny Cornette. Most people wrenches went away. I took them away because actually somebody with a wrench has more power over the channel than they know, and I just wanted to reset the whole thing. So right now, people who have produced for me, people who I've met in person, um, are the only guys I'm gonna let have them. It's I hope it's not a big deal, man, because I'd hate to lose somebody over it. But it's somebody said it on Facebook about the masks, right? Like the masks and the fight for whether to wear them or not is a stupid hill to die on.
Right.
Like I think it's kind of the same way with these things too.
I just want to throw in there that the wrenches, we did it on our channel too. Guys, it only takes one bad apple to ruin it for everybody. And we'd rather get out ahead of it now than a troll get in here and ruin what we've built, this community we've built.
And I appreciate everybody who's been really good about understanding that. And I don't have, I'm glad. I mean, you guys who've been with me for a long time, you saw somebody that had that privilege completely screw up my awesome giveaway with the Horizon guys, where I had to really scramble to pull it off. And so, you know what? I'm not gonna have some. Well, you were producing it.
We were
right?
the ones in the background going, "What do we do?"
What a show! The boozers were helping there. So yeah, that's what's up. So guys that I've met in person.
I see it. I'll hit him in a second.
YouTubers that produce for me. Dennis Farley, I've met in person.
Hey, can I say
senior
real quick?
advisor?
Michael Raja just hit us. I said it wrong again. Reichka. He just hit me up. He got his F4 today that he won on the Merry Boozers. So his
nice.
e-flite F4 is there.
I'm glad I made it.
Yeah. So Michael writes.
Reichka?
And I was thinking, it's Reitza, but I thought I was like, Alex Trebek, how whenever there's a foreign word, it's like he puts on that accent and says it perfectly. Right. I thought, like, when I said Rajka, that I was like Alex Trebek for a minute. But apparently I'm completely wrong. It's been Reitza the whole time. But yeah, Michael Reitza, thank you for coming. Thank you for being here always, and probably, I think, from the beginning, so many of you. But he just got his prize from Wesley, which is a Papa dotted
and custom painted
F. Custom painted as well?
Yeah.
E-flite F4.
Oh, yeah. And, man, it looked beautiful. So I can call him whatever I want. I gave him a $500 airplane.
Right. That's true. I had to give a wrench away to a guy that I actually met in person.
There you go.
Yeah, so now I got my stream back. All right. No more. Warren, you're good.
Man.
You're only young once. You can be immature forever. Charles Putney, I love it. Yes.
Dude, this is fun. Man, we should do this more often. I don't know why we don't. It's just we've been busy lately. I'm doing all kinds of stuff. But, as this e-flite thing takes off in the future, maybe we get together a little more often. This is fun, man. Really enjoy it.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I always wanted to do guests. That was the main reason. And talking to guys, and I tell you what, it's funny. Some of these guys, it's amazing that they don't show up in here. But like there's guys who hit me up with questions all over the place. And a lot of times my answer is so involved, I can't just answer it and be done. So when I'm on the road to the event or whatever, I'm like calling the dude and I'm talking about, you know how it is when a guy's like, hey, Wesley, I'm looking at getting this, this, and this. Well, you can't answer the guy until you know what he's been flying, what he wants to fly in the future, and what his field is like, and all those things. And so you walk a guy through this, thing. In these conversations, I was talking to Hubert Sanders the other day on the way to one of the events for at least an hour, and got him dialed in with his question, But those discussions right there, and I've had so many of them over the years, especially when I get to talking about landing. I think everybody likes to hear the discussions about landing. I mean, some folks are even doing live streams dedicated to it at this point. So I think those conversations are what kind of really motivated me in the first place to kind of start this thing. So and listen, new products, lay it on me. I'll share. Because that's what it is. You get to see me and Bobby K, Wesley, and his crew play with these things. You get their impressions. We're talkers, so there's plenty to digest. And you see your buddies play with this stuff and share their experience. And if you want it, you kind of know how to handle it when you get yours. And that is what we do. But the live stream, it's that, and it's also I wanted to get an insight on all kinds of people's stories, not just YouTubers, not just manufacturers, not just influencers, things like that, but like anybody who's got a story, it's going to be interesting or kind of helpful. And the one thing all of us have, every one of us, whether we're doing YouTube for posterity or we're doing YouTube to grow an audience and that kind of stuff, we all have our beginning story. And that's one of the most interesting things to me, is to like find out where people come from. So on the short term, when a guy's asking me what to buy next, I want to know where they're coming from to answer that question. And I ask a load of qualifying questions to get to what I need to know to give that guy the best answer, regardless if I get a piece of the click or not. So many of you guys have talked to me, and the right answer for you is nothing that I'm affiliated with at all anymore. I'll just say that. So the truth is the truth is the truth, and it always will be. So, yeah, Wesley, it's nice having you on the show because I would rather have somebody. Of course, I pull this thing off because I told myself I dedicated to doing this show. And dude, I mean, I'm proud of like 100+ shows going down here really soon. But just because I can carry it with the comment section doesn't mean it's not better when you got someone else. Right. So, yeah, dude, thanks for coming on. We should do some more of this.
Definitely should. I have to have you on our show here in the future.
Yeah, man.
There's a lot of stuff coming in the future, and that's all we can say about it, of course. But
that's right.
There is some exciting things to be had in the future, and I can't wait to maybe team up together on some of them. I think it'd be a lot of fun.
I tell you what, you check out your buddies, you subscribe, you tap that bell, you turn on notifications, you engage with them on their Facebook groups, their Instagrams, their comment sections, all that stuff. Because look, we appreciate the clicks and all that stuff, but there's easier ways to make money. So we're here for you. We love this stuff. So ask us. And then let's see. Somebody let me know, by the way, if Kenny gets ready to go. Jeff's Custom RC.
So much for an hour.
Well, we're good. We're an hour 15. Yeah. Jeff's Custom RC just dropped his link in here. Check him out. He's super close to 1,000. I do want to do the rundown on live streams. Dana's RC, thank you. It's great to have you, and you're a welcome addition to the community. I see how you behave in here. I really appreciate it. Everybody's been great to you, it looks like. So let's do the rundown. Let's just start. Air Marshal Monday, 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Tuesday, talking about Jeff's Custom and Raven Rock Aviation. That's what actually reminded me of it. Those guys are taking turns. One channel have it one Tuesday. The other channel have it the other Tuesday. And listen, I'm sure I'm missing guys, but I'm going. Okay, Kenny, give me just a minute and we'll get done. There's I don't know who goes on Tuesday besides Jeff and Raven Rock, but check them out. Wednesday, I do know that Ethan RC goes early. Sometimes I don't think he went last Wednesday. And then you've got GB going at what, 9:30? 9:30. Check it out. And then Thursday, if there's a Horizon release, I will usually pop in and do something at 8 o'clock and try to get off so Kenny can do his thing. Friday, Dave's RC, and that's about 9-ish. 9:30, whatever. And then Saturday, Original Gangster, 9 o'clock Eastern Time, RC Pilots Lounge. Show 100 next time, this Saturday. It's crazy. I was going to do a big deal for 100, but it's just going to be like it always is. We'll get Bobby K here, and we're just going to do what we always do. Randy, you want to drop a link? Let me get you a wrench, bro. So Sunday, after me on Saturday, is RC. That's not right. Sunday is Mary Boozers. Hold on a minute, man. I got this wrench business happening. Randy's been with me forever, and he's been a great moderator from the early on. I'm going to hook him up. So hold on a minute.
I was like, hey, wait a second. What happened to Sunday?
Yeah, I know, right? Well, I got distracted. This is the thing, y'all. I am not... The irony of being a social media person and being so lo-fi is pretty ironic. Randy, try it again. So after Saturday, RC Pilots Lounge, you've got Sunday nights, 8 o'clock Eastern Time, Mary Boozers RC.
There you go.
So check it out. I heard it's okay.
It's all right.
It's all right.
The guy doesn't know how to fly, but he's okay.
So, do you know what you're doing this Sunday yet?
We're having a Gooniac on our show this weekend. Special guest.
Awesome.
We're going to be installing a Gooniac fiery booty in our F-35.
Nice.
Oops.
Nice.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun.
What's up, Jeff?
I just kicked.
The only thing I drop is knowledge, son, says RC Waz, dude. Mike SSI, he's got my number. He said, squirrel. So, yeah, I'm waiting on Randy to try it again. Hopefully he didn't. There we go. There we go,
there
Randy.
It is.
Randy does a stream on Sunday, doesn't he, after you? Wes?
Yes, he does. I was trying to look at what
yeah.
he was posting there. Havana, Cuban, 8, Jolly Rolls, Inverted.
Inverted, e-flite 300
wow, what
extra.
a name.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Squirrel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. So listen, we're going to wrap it up. Everybody head over to Hangar 51. He's going to do his stream here pretty soon. He says he's ready whenever. And that's what's up. So listen, if you like the Ultimate 3D plane, you want to go shopping at Horizon, you want to look at the Extra 300, I make it easy. PilotRyanMedia.com. The link to my website is in the description of all the videos. A lot of times the videos have the specific product link, but in the live streams, I just go PilotRyanMedia.com. Go there, click on the brand, go shopping. That way we get the credit for the purchase if you make any. It's great. Thank you for that. I got Wesley's YouTube channel. Most of you guys are probably already subscribed to Wesley. Mary Boozer. If you're not, get it done. Be looking at what Horizon has on sale. Guys, let me know if you find out too before I do, because I'm interested.
Next week. You heard it here first.
Yeah, that's right. Next week, you heard it from our buddy Jason Merkel right here at Pilot Ryan Media YouTube channel. Wesley and Lori, thanks so much for producing this one. Again, guys, the links to everything in the description and at pilotryanmedia.com. It's so nice that you take the time to make an extra click or two to help support your favorite channels. I can't thank you enough, and it's really remarkable. And a lot of you guys have joined the channel, and that's really cool too. So thanks so much for that.
Yeah.
Pay it forward. Thank you, man. Mike Keller, good to see you. Squirrels are awesome. KC8WPJ. Victor Shamulus says, I need a day off. Let me tell you about days off. I took them. I took them at those events, and I just flew my face off and didn't worry about filming much. And I got all that stuff at Jet Jam, and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to beat myself up through all this footage to make a bunch of like standalone videos. And that's why I put that premiere together for you guys. Now it's over. Now I'm back to my regular old backlog and trying to work through that. So, Victor, I appreciate that, but there's no rest for the wicked, man. Reckham Roy, appreciate you. Dennis Farley, thanks. Oh, yeah, you got Hangar 51's attention talking about sales, guys.
We're going to hear it all night.
Oh, my gosh. And, you know, Kenny knows who to click through. Jason, you know what? Whoever pushes you over the edge, that's who you support. Pretty soon Wesley's going to have his Horizon links dialed in too. But until then, use mine.
That's right. Use his, whatever, guys. Hey, I'm just happy to finally be here, man. It's a dream come true. Jason, if you're still in there,
some products,
man, it's a dream come true to finally be working with you guys. I mean, I love these planes. I've always said that you guys are up there as #1, and glad to be part of it. To finally get a hold of some of these planes. More of them. I bought a lot of them myself, but it's nice to be able to do even more of them now.
Oh, for sure. And there's stuff like oldies I'm going to go back to that I miss.
Dude.
I saw guys flying stuff at the event. I'm like, man, I'm going to get one of those again. Because last time I worked one, it was for the other guys. And it was for the other guys, and I'm gonna do one again. I'm not going to tell you what it is because someone else will do it. Yeah, Hangar 51 was totally asking about the discount. Yeah, 15% off of selected planes, I think, next week. Reckham Roy, thank you so much. Hangar 51, we're going to hand them over pretty soon. Jeff, thank you for dropping the link. William Mergita, appreciate you. All you captains in the house, all you members of the channel, all you supporters. Even if all you do is comment and like and watch the videos, thank you. That's what it's all about. Warren, exactly, man. I was just hanging out, having fellowship, not worrying. Listen, I work all year long. At those events, I was chilling. I just wanted to be with the people and talk to the people and be one. You know, I do enough of this stuff. And Neffy was so low-key. Like, bringing coverage from Neffy would have been kind of a little joking,
hey, you know,
to be honest with you.
Speaking of coverage at an event, though, there is one in November. Possibly somebody's coming to. Possibly.
Talk about
We're working on it. So we got the Mary Boozer RC fly-in on November 21st and 22nd, guys. I've heard from all of you guys. There's a bunch of you coming. I'm trying to get old Pilot Ryan there right now. We're trying to get it all figured out. I think it'll be a lot of fun, guys. And, you know, I've always wanted to get to meet you, Ryan. What a better way to do it than Florida in November when it's going to be 75, 80 degrees and beautiful.
You know, what's crazy about YouTube is like, I don't even remember that we haven't met until you say that.
It's so crazy.
We've worked together. We've talked on the phone. We've done these, we're Skyped in before shows go down. You've helped me produce a bunch. So it's so funny too. It's like, you know, when I run into guys that know me, you know this, you've never seen them, but maybe you've talked to them, but they know you.
Right.
Just like, dude, with RC Air Marshal and Dave's RC at Jet Jam, I'd never met them before, but yeah, I kind of have.
Right.
You know, it was like, and in the same way with me, it was like no big deal. We're glad to meet each other for real, but you know, really, it's crazy. So we're gonna be, you know, we're not. We'll hit the ground running when I get to Florida, dude. And I'm gonna figure out getting Bobby there. You know, the channel can probably get both of us there, especially if people keep supporting like they do. There's so many streams now. Things have changed a little bit, you know. Used to be nobody was monetized. Let me just say
And now
that.
everybody
Used to be nobody was monetized at all. Now everyone is. So anyway, Kenny should have been at Jet Jam, by the way, you Baxter.
Well, I was
So
supposed
everybody
to be there
go
too, so.
Yeah, you turkey. That'd have been cool. But yeah, so November 21st, though, we'll be checking you out. We'll get Bobby and me there, and we're going to crash all y'all's plans.
Air Marshal's already said he's coming.
Nice.
Dave's RC's coming. Dude, it's going to be the place. This is it, guys.
You're going to see Air Marshal with like one camera on one shoulder for him and one on the other shoulder for me, because I'll be damned if I'm holding the camera or putting Bobby on
I'm
it.
going to bring my camera
I mean?
crew like I always do.
See, that's nice, man. How's that?
It's amazing.
You have no idea. I was giving you a hard time earlier today talking about YouTube and stuff. I was like, dude, you don't even edit this stuff.
Nope.
You got Lori. Lori's the beast behind the channel.
Right.
It takes a village.
I'm sure Hangar 51 will be at the
guys, listen.
Too. He lives right down the street.
Who's that? Your dad?
No, Hangar 51, Kenny.
Hangar
he
51,
lives right down the street, man.
Oh, yeah. We put him on the camera.
There you go. I like it.
He'll be out there with a webcam on a mile-long cable.
There you go.
We'll get like ripple currents, and like we can open up the wormhole to a dimension where people all fly on Fry Sky.
One last little plug on it. All proceeds from that event, November 21st, are going to go to charity. So I just want y'all guys to know it is going to be required that you bring one toy for the Toy for Tots drive, and then it's a $10 landing fee, and it's going to charity. So it's a good cause. Come on, guys. Y'all guys come down, hang out with your buddy Pilot Ryan, your buddy Mary Boozer, Air Marshal. All these guys you see on here are going to be there. You're going to meet them in real life.
I tell you, we keep talking about it. We'll get Dave's RC to come from Maine.
He's already coming.
Is he?
He already said he's going to be there, man.
Air Marshal says he's not filming nothing. He's flying. You got to at least do your live at 5,
right.
though.
Dude, it's going to be awesome.
You got to at least do the live at 5, man. The live at 5 is good. All right, guys. So listen, go check out Hangar 51. Listen, his show goes long enough. You can watch my flight video and my assembly on the Ultimate twice and still not miss anything.
Yeah, he'll be on it.
Kenny,
He'll be on at 7 tomorrow.
Kenny laughs so hard when you give him hell. It's the best. I just love it. He takes it. It's awesome. So yeah, check out Kenny, man, and check out his flight videos, man. Dude's been flying forever.
Yeah.
Kenny, not to pick on you in public, but thumbnails, dude. Get a. I think you're taking pictures with a flip phone. You got to get a phone, and then you'll have dope thumbnails. Or just screenshot it from Google. Just screenshot it from Google, and then put it on your thumbnail. Otherwise, your stuff looks like Sasquatch. It's like Sasquatch is flying this thing.
Oh, man.
All right, we're rolling. Boozers, stay on. We'll talk a
All
little
right,
bit,
dude.
right?
Guys, I've had a fun time tonight. Let's do it again.
Let's go. Let's do this thing. We'll see you for show 100, Saturday night, 9 Eastern. Subscribe, all that good stuff. We're out of here in 5. Hanger Rats forever. 3 you later. You're too good to be forgotten. Stick 'em, monkey pants. Hey, we saw Captain Mike at Neffy. It's good to see him. All right, guys. See ya.